Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Royal Sussex Live. Welcome, one and all. Okay, that looks interesting. All right. Never seen that light before, but I'm sure that it's supposed to be on. All right, we'll see. Um, I still ain't called the microphone people, but I'll get around to it. I'll get around to it. Let's see here. Let me see who was here first. Helen Marmon, thank you so much for being first. And Doris Johnson, Lydia Washington, New City Gardner, thank you very much. Mary H., Carol Lunn, Olive Perry, Diva, Emerald Derrick, and let's see, Joya Moore is here. Amazing Grace. Maurice Brown. Yalibi is in the house. All right. Very cool. Novi D. Balaji Anthony. Adrian Burrows. And Auntie Jane. You know, the holiday time is a good time to watch one of my favorite movies, Auntie Mame. If you guys ever watch Auntie Mame, please don't mention Lucille Ball. She almost destroyed that movie. It's Rosalind Russell or nothing. Okay? It's Rosalind Russell or nothing. Lucille Ball had no business starring in Auntie Mame. None whatsoever. She was about as useful as a glass hammer. But yeah, that's like one of the best movies ever. Auntie Mame, Rosalind Russell. Always a good classic for the holidays. Um, has anybody seen that movie, by the way? Am I the only one? I'm sure that a lot of you all have seen that movie before. One of the interesting things about that movie is that the staircase for the penthouse apartment that she lived in on Beekman Place, that staircase has starred in probably 10 movies. They just used it over and over and over again. Oh, it's 688. Is that streaming now? Because I will watch it tonight. I will watch it tonight. Let's see here. So you're planning to watch? Kathy G says Auntie Mame is a great movie, or are you talking about 6888? I'm going to imagine you talking about Auntie Mame, Mame Dennis. Sonia Diana, yeah, you're live. Here's Sonia. Oh, December 20th. Thank you so much. God, Lucy changed everything. Oh, the atmosphere, the scenery. I'll say she wore some nice clothes. And of course, when it came to the slapstick stuff, she was perfect for that. But otherwise, why did she waste our time? Why did she waste our time? Really? Yeah, that was a great movie. I actually purchased the DVD of Auntie Mame, The Grand Hotel. It's a few classics. And of course, oh, actually, someone gifted me The Devil Wears Prada. Great movie. Okay. Hello, Beverly McCaskill. Mama Janet is here. Joy Moore. Maurice Brown. Heather Stroud. Thank you all for being here. Terry H. Carlene Beckford. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, let's get on with it, shall we? Um, someone told me off in the comment section. I'm not even going to bother to repeat it. One of the moderators made short work of their comment, but just remember, tone matters. Tone matters a lot. Just make sure you're using the correct tone. Even in the message that this person typed, I could hear the vitriol, and it was not very pleasant. And there was even a veiled threat, might I add, about their future with Royal Sussex. And well, all I could say is I won't say. Anyway, I don't care. It's the holidays. It is the holidays. I'm not going to let those people spoil my fun. So anyway, I am repurposing one of my favorite thumbnails. Um, I couldn't be bothered. I was just like, yep, Harry and Meghan news. Plus, I love the big heart love thing there. So I like the color combination here. And I love that little sassy thing that Harry's doing. Like he just can't be bothered. Maybe that's why I like this thumbnail. When I can't be bothered creating a thumbnail, maybe it's that look that Harry has on his face. I feel like a connection to this thumbnail. He and I have this spiritual connection through this thumbnail. So maybe that's why I use it, because he can't be bothered and I can't be bothered either. So I did not make a new thumbnail for today. We're going to go with this recycled one. All right, let's go to the next slide. Royal Sussex, Merry Christmas. I know it's a little early, but we are in the holiday season. So, Royal Sussex, Merry Christmas. Nobody ever Venmos. Nobody ever Venmos, and nobody's using the Buy Me a Coffee, which I was thinking about getting rid of that Buy Me a Coffee. I don't want to do memberships on there. I'd rather do the memberships on the YouTube, so people that are members can get the recognition for it. So I much rather do my memberships on the YouTube. The wish list. Let me put that up at the top of the chat. This is the official Royal Sussex wish list. I have just pinned it to the top of the chat. Hey, Antoinette Kennedy. And take a look here. I'm sure you all know about the Christmas card by now. And is it streaming like crazy? Not streaming, but it is trending like crazy. All of your favorite and not so favorite news organizations are talking about that card. And unfortunately, that gummy gum content creator, the one that's always bearing her gums, she was trying to do I guess it is clickbait. Now, I had to stop following someone on Twitter because I don't usually see anything from her, but this person actually shared that video of Gummy saying that the Sussex Christmas card was, I don't even want to say what she said, but it was not nice. So, and it didn't make any sense. So I don't even want to bother with her because I don't want to give her any credit. But it was just like, if you can't think of something, just say something that doesn't even make sense, as per usual. The card is beautiful and it's just right as always. everything that the Sussexes do is very elegant and to the point with just enough said. I mean, look at that. ITV News, The Independent, Bustle, let's see, Closer, and I'm sure People Magazine, that's where I got the article from. And let's see, Daily Beast, In Style, they're all here. So that's good. I'm glad that everybody's picking it up. Um, just so that people know that the Sussexes are still enjoying their best lives. I know that's right. They can't even send out a Christmas card. And there you go. This is what everyone is talking about. There is you know what? Those are going to be some very tall kids. They are so like lanky already. They are are so I don't know. You could just tell they're going to be tall, especially Lilybet. Look at how long her legs are. Look at how long her legs are. And then Archie, I mean, he's like a spider already. So yeah, they're going to be very tall. And I'm even thinking this photo is probably a couple of years old, or maybe not a couple of years, but it may be a year old. Or maybe it's new. I don't know. But you couldn't try to guess. But it is it could be any time. I mean, it's always summer in California. You know, the American Riviera, which is what they call that area of California, Santa Barbara County, they have like some of the best year round weather. They have like a little microclimate because of the mountains and because of the ocean and everything. They have their own little microclimate there, and the weather is usually quite pleasant year round. So, who knows what time of year this is, but it is a beautiful photo. And it would be nice if it was, much bigger and greater clarity and everything. But I'm sure the people who get the exclusive Christmas card, meaning the people that are closest to the family, they, of course, are going to get a chance to, get to see the stuff we can't. And that's fine. I don't want to see those kids until they are out of university. Wait, I don't want to see those kids until Kate goes back to work full time. I don't want to see those kids until Kate Middleton goes back to work full time. That means those kids will probably be in their mid to late 30s by the time those kids they're going to start getting notifications from AARP by the time Kate Middleton becomes a full-time royal. So I'm willing to wait that long. I am. I'm willing to wait that long. I don't want to see those kids until Kate Middleton is a full-time royal. So there you go. That means that that means that they'll be collecting their pension by the time. Why is it so funny to me? But they'll be collecting their pension by the time Kate becomes a full-time royal. So okay. Let me stop that. Let's see. Jennifer Clark, thank you so much for the super sticker. And thank you as always for watching Royal Sussex. Yes. Um, that's when I want to see those kids. But otherwise, I want to protect their privacy. And there you go. That is like the what's that when Kate finished finding herself? You know, um, I don't know if I could wait that long. I don't know if I could wait that long until Kate really comes into herself, as they always say. uh, yeah, by the time Kate tell us what those no, by the time I don't want to see those kids until Kate can tell us what those 5 questions that took her 10 years to come up with, until it's going to take her another 20 or 30 years before she could even explain what those 5 questions are. So, yes, thank you, Adrian Pearl. Okay. Oh, I don't want to see those kids any sooner than it took William to ask Kate to marry him. So, what was that, by 15, 20 years? Yeah, that's it. Okay, okay, I gotta stop. Let me get serious. So yeah, there you go. That is the close up. Now that is the little girl in Colombia embracing Meghan there. That is the one who just could not bear to see Meghan leave without her. And of course, the new photo that we've never seen. And there's Meghan with the very cool dress on. That first, was it the first day? I think it was the first day when they arrived in Colombia. And then the one on the bottom left, that was in Nigeria. And the one in the middle, that is also Colombia. And of course, the one on the right on the bottom, that is the Veterans Hospital in Nigeria. So um, it is very obvious that those 2 tours meant a lot to Harry and Meghan. They weren't just going there for the sake of it, but those trips meant a lot to them. So, what a beautiful thing. That was absolutely beautiful. And the fact that the fact that they were able to pull it off without anybody knowing is even better. So, um, oh, okay. So, who's saying they don't have sound? Beverly McCaskill. Well, I think it's working. I mean, I see, yeah, I see the thing is doing something. So maybe a refresh might help. Okay. And let's see, what else do we have here? Of course, take a look there. The main attraction. Now, I'm not comfortable with that. The Daily Fail. I'm not even sure what they meant by the main attraction. I think they're referring to the photo in the middle. Obviously, Lilibet, because there have been a few images of Archie, but fewer images of Lilibet. So I guess according to them, Lilibet is the main attraction. Well, her hair is very long, right? And they both have the red hair. So, but I'm pretty sure that the red hair may be a recessive gene in Meghan's side of the family, right? I'm pretty sure. So, most likely, there was some red hair. Well, there may have been red hair on Meghan's side of the family. And believe it or not, there's a couple of redheads in my family. So, um, yeah, I have a relative that was very embarrassed about their red hair, and they used to dye it all the time. They would dye it black because the red hair was kind of weird. Well, for them it was. So I'm counting 2 redheads and at least one with freckles. So, oh no, I'm sorry, two with freckles. Yeah. So yeah, um, no need to explain how that happened, but yeah, there you go. And this has been an all day story for them. Let me show you. Sussex's Happy Holiday. So it went from this to this. So just so you know, anytime they really are, shall we say, salivating for clickbait, the Daily Fail is going to use those big, um, I forgot what they call that font, but they're going to use those big letters on the bottom of the story as their headline to draw as much attention as possible. I mean, this Christmas card is making the tabloids a lot of money today, a lot of money. And that's what's so twisted about the way that they treat the Sussexes, is because, on the one hand, they are making a lot of money, but on the other hand, there's this hate and vitriol and total disregard for them on a daily basis. Up to, what was the big number? Was it like 50 stories? Was it 50 or 55 stories from the Daily Express in one day? In one day. Connie Palmer! Hey, Connie Palmer, thank you for joining us. Angelina Stanley, thank you for being here. Uh, I know. It is. It almost sounds, well. It sounds like exact. Well, and then again, too, a lot of those people, they get along better with their horses than they do people, but that is rather disrespectful. You're absolutely right about that. It is rather disrespectful. And of course, like I said, they are going to monetize this um, like it's nobody's business. This is probably going to be, I'm going to just say, they make more money from the Sussexes in a year combined than all the other royals. And you could even throw in the coronation, and they still make the bulk of their money from the Sussexes. Hey, Leslie F. And of course, let's take the time machine. This was Archie's first Christmas. And check out that card. Look at that adorable face. And even this card screamed of controversy. They accused Meghan of putting her image in focus and blurring Harry's image. Remember that one? They accused Meghan of blurring Harry's image from the focus. Now, anyone who knows the least about photography will tell you that those darker lines are always going to be more pronounced. But instead of just saying, wow, what a beautiful card, they decided to accuse Meghan of it's almost laughable when you think about it, but they accused Meghan of blurring Harry's image out of the photo. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Well, I'm not sure exactly what purpose that would serve, but there you have it. But that is a cute photo. Archie crawling toward the camera trying to figure out what's going on. And you know, the other thing, I'm wondering if he gets that face from his father. You know what I mean? Like, I did not plan this, but let me show you what I'm talking about. You see what I mean? Is that where he learned to make that face? I promise you, I did not plan that. I just looked at it just now. I'm like, oh, that's probably where he got that from. He probably got that from his father, who is very prone to making those kind of faces. See, that is dad all day long. That is dad all day long. Look at that. I love that. Thank you so much, Adrian. Yes, y'all, please hit the thumbs up. Please hit the thumbs up. That's how we keep the lights on around here. Your engagement actually means that we can actually do this work. So do hit that thumbs up. And this one right here, this was the first Christmas at the stately palatial Sussex Manor, right? Look at that place. That is Archie's little playhouse. Well, now Archie and Lily's playhouse. This is actually based on a photograph that was taken by Doria, the grandmother. And that was, I guess they used that little software or whatever, and they turned it into a Christmas card. Very, very cool. Hey, Legs, thank you for joining us. Very cool. And of course, this one, Lily's first Christmas. How amazing was this one? I love this photo. And of course, the tradition of the Sussexes barefoot. Well, I know Harry for certain loves to run around with no shoes on. And of course, Archie takes after dad. Yeah. So, yeah, lots of grass for them to run around. And this one right here. This card was from the, oh gosh, what was the occasion? Oh, yes, Ripples of Hope. The Ripples of Hope. I love this one too. And that is the one from Dusseldorf. That was also pretty cool. Now, right here, one of the squaddies got so excited. It was, well, you'll have to see for yourself. Talk about enthusiastic. I'm sorry, enthusiasm. Talk about enthusiasm. Wait until you see. Let me see. Okay. How do I do that? Got it. Okay, you ready for it? Here goes.
Hold the up! Hold up! Hold the hell up! I'm late to the game, y'all. I'm late, but I told y'all we was getting a Christmas card. I told y'all. Did I not tell y'all? I told y'all. They're so beautiful. Oh, and what was all that y'all had to say about Lily hair not being long, about Lily hair not being red? Mother and Daddy! Oh, y'all, I'm over my lunch break because of this. Oh, Mother and Daddy Sussex, y'all have outdone yourselves. I told y'all last year I didn't care how we got the picture because I knew we was going to get a picture of the back of their heads. Oh, Lily looks so tall. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Look at my niece and my nephews. Look at my niece and my nephew, y'all. Oh, Mother and Daddy Sussex. Oh, my God. Y'all gotta excuse my excitement, but when I opened social media for the first time today, this is what I see. So you know I had to come shop. I know most of y'all probably done already seen it, but oh my God. Ma'am, foot to neck. Y'all have a good day. Mother, this is such a beautiful picture. But your jeans, didn't put up a fight at all, girl. You are literally surrounded by a bunch of ginger Avengers, girl. Daddy Sussex jeans came in and said, move aside, and your jeans said, okay, Zaddy. How you outnumbered in your own house, girl? They're so beautiful. And for those trolls, lunatics, and derangers talking about Lily's height, or, doing their little troll, lunatic, and deranger thing that they like to do, conspiracy theory, y'all do realize there is a such thing as genetics. Daddy Sussex is all of what, like 6-something feet tall? One of them is going to catch the height. And you do realize a lot of times girls grow faster than boys. Okay? I need y'all to realize this. But this is such a beautiful picture. But mother, your jeans did not hold up a fight at all, girl. They gave up immediately. Immediately they gave up. God damn it, girl. You surrounded by a bunch of beautiful ginger Avengers. Y'all have a good day.
All right. So, for your consideration, I think I had it blocked earlier, but that's It's Me Key on TikTok. And yes, she is quite live and lots of fun. And I always love her commentary. So if you want to go over to TikTok, you can find her. It's with a Z, Me Key, all underscore at the end, right? There it is on the left side of the screen. So yeah, I had to kind of, edit just a little bit of the language. But yeah, she was quite live. I was howling when I first saw that. So, and of course, we can all hearken back to Harry's words about the genes. Let's see, Harry had something to say about that.
Here's another lovely family photo. Your daughter Lilibet, your son Archie, and of course your wife Meghan, your daughter Lilibet is named in her honor. Having children helps us remember those that we've lost. Do you see your mother or your grandparents in any of your children?
Definitely my mum. The ginger gene is a strong one.
Look at that. Both of them.
The Spencer gene is very, very strong. I actually really genuinely thought at the beginning of my relationship that should this go the distance, and then we have kids, that there's no way the ginger gene will stand up to my wife's genes, but I was wrong.
Here's another lovely family photo.
Okay. So you might remember that little exchange from the Stephen Colbert interview where he mentioned that, and Harry's like, yep, I didn't think it was possible, but I was wrong. So, oh man. So yeah, she was, Is Me Key. She was right on target with that. And because I saw that, and then I saw someone posted this part of the interview with Stephen Colbert, and I'm like, yeah, that matches up pretty nicely. And this is a card that I kind of finagled myself. I took the other photo away and put this photo in there. I even added the little drifting snowflakes to make it look as authentic as possible. But yeah, that card does not really exist. I swapped the photos out. But I love that photo of them. So I just took a little license with it. Now, 2025, retire from public life gracefully and allow your father what time he has left to be king without endless embarrassment. It's unprecedented, says the crazy deranged deranger. Yeah, they want Harry to retire. If you ask me, that means that Harry, or actually both of the Sussexes, are doing a tremendous job, because there's nothing better than doing hard work and having people notice it. And that is why the Sussexes are in so much demand, believe me when I tell you, there's a lot of people who would love to invite the Sussexes to go to this and to do that because they bring an audience with them. And they have been very selective about who, when, where, what, and all that kind of stuff when it comes to meeting people. And of course, that will definitely pay off in the future. So I say keep it up. Do not just show up every place that people ask you to go. Be very selective. And that is how both of the Sussexes have been, even before they met each other. There has been long-term connections and relationships with different not-for-profits and organizations and such. And that is never going to change. But being so reliable means that other people want to tap into that. And the Sussexes are like, nope, we don't have the time. We don't have the will. Sorry. Yes, retire at 40. How ridiculous. They don't need to worry about Harry. They need to worry about William. We discussed that yesterday. William is the one that is worrying his father by undermining his reign with all of this, what I'm going to do, and I'm different, and I can't wait to be king, and all that kind of stuff. Harry is not the problem. William is the problem. William is the cause of embarrassment, especially that whole thing with the pre-cancer, not cancer, might be cancer sales. That whole thing was launched by Kensington Palace, and Buckingham Palace had to step in and clean up their mess because they were making huge mistakes, but they don't report it as a mistake because the tabloid media would rather blame Harry and Meghan for stuff that they haven't even done than to face the fact that Willie and Kitty are a disaster and they will never be ready to sit on those thrones. Oh, holy night, the stars are brightly shining. Yes, there's my favorite card again. That's the card that Miss Jerry White sent me. And it's just such a beautiful image. I love that. I think that's a good background that I gave it this time. But yeah, I love that card. I keep those cards I get. There's one that I got, what was it, a couple years ago? Last year? But I love that one too. It's kind of 3D. And well, anyway, it's back under my tree again. Now, I don't think we're going to be on that long tonight. I think we're going kind of quick here. Mr. International 2024. Nawad Jagu Chinner Samuel from Nigeria is the new Mr. International. The new Mr. International. I mean, of all the contestants that showed up in Thailand for this contest, the kid from Nigeria won. He won the contest. There you go. Those are the people that he was competing against. And I promise you, there's not one in the crowd, I believe, that looks anything like him, which made it that much more extraordinary. But thank goodness for the inclusivity. That is a tough contest to win. It is. And, well, he won. The Nigerian model and rising star, Samuel, has etched his name in the history books as the first African and Nigerian to win the Mr. International title. The 16th edition of this global pageant, which showcased 46 contestants from across the world, took place today, December 14th, 2024, at Island Hall, Fashion Island in Bangkok, Thailand. Samuel's victory, which was celebrated by fans and followers, came after an intense competition. He was crowned by his predecessor, Kim, Godburn of Thailand in a moment that marked a turning point for the African continent in the world of male pageantry. Mr. International is widely regarded as one of the top two global male pageants, offering a platform for young men to showcase their talents, charisma, and cultural pride. The 23-year-old software engineer, athlete, and model, which um, which has a bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering, also bagged the Best in Swimwear award. He is 6'3" tall, and Nguyen Man Lam from Vietnam, and Glenn Victor Sutanto representing Indonesia secured the first and second runner-up positions, respectively. Anthony Herriculus, oh boy, of the Netherlands, Rafael Dominguez of Spain, Justin of the Philippines joined them in the top six, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Anyway, they're just talking about the finalists. But yeah, so he won the very prestigious Mr. International contest. There you go. So congratulations to him. And, well, enjoy your reign. There you go. Oh, that's what I just shared with you. And that is, there are some other African contestants back there. Well, I'm just assuming they're from Africa. But yeah, I could see at least two of them back there. And check out Thor with the long blonde hair. How about that? Now, if you're interested in sending a Christmas card or anything else for that matter, that is the mailing address for Royal Sussex. Now, I don't live there, so don't be weird and stand out there waiting for me. I do not live there. It is a mailbox store. All right. And now, of course, let's talk about Andy, the sick old man. Andrew stuffed at Christmas. Forced out of family meal, Duke's spy pal exposed. I still think that this is rather bizarre. Why all of a sudden? Why wait to Christmas to talk about something that they say could have been brewing since the year 2001? I don't get it. I don't get it. What is the world famous intelligence of His Majesty, used to be Her Majesty's Secret Service? What is the point of having this reputation for the best spies in the world if it's taking you this long to find out that he's been hanging around shady characters? None of that makes sense. Now, all of a sudden, we are to believe that they just sorted some things out and now they want to hold him accountable just in time for Christmas. Maybe it's easy. Thank you, Maurice Brown. I was just going to go there. Maybe it's easier to flaunt your wealth at Christmas, especially when you have been accused of being a slumlord and taking advantage of the public money or your proximity to public funding. Maybe after all of that, it's much easier to throw your own brother under the bus than to, I don't know, cut back or give some of the money away or something like that. Nope, they'd rather target their own. And since Harry and Meghan aren't the easy pickings that they used to be, and the story of Harry and Meghan is getting kind of old even for them, now they're turning on him. It is a major distraction and a waste of everybody's time. Thank you so much, Connie Balmer. Mm-hmm. Okay. What's that? British media is still talking old news. They don't have a recent picture of Andrew. Well, uh, there's those images of him riding the horse all day. It seemed like they quite often like to defer to images of Andrew enjoying himself on the Great Windsor Park riding a horse. I guess another good place to find him is Pizza Express. Family hope Prince Andrew honorably withdraws from Christmas event. I just feel weird about all of the attention that they're giving this. And then they're saying that he won't join the royals at Christmas. Peter Hunt said, at a time, I felt it was the honorable and right thing to do. And I admit fully that my judgment was probably colored by my tendency to be honorable, but that's just the way it is. Prince Andrew, Newsnight interview justifying staying in Epstein's mansion. Um, Prince Andrew will not join the family for Christmas at Sandringham as alleged Chinese spy named. Oh, yeah, they did name the guy. They actually have a picture of him. You know, they were blurring the image, but now that they have named the guy, that means he can't go to Christmas. Because they have named the guy, there has not been any, discussion of what may or may not happen. But just because they say the guy is a spy and because they have named the guy, now he can't go to Christmas. It's just really bizarre the way that they're putting so much effort into this. Maybe another way to force him out of Royal Lodge. They always protect spies. Anthony Blunt worked for the Queen for decades until Thatcher outed him. Oh, I think I remember that. I think I remember that. Oh my gosh, I hadn't thought about that in forever. Yeah, right there in the center of everything. Now, that is a good on you. That is a name from the past. In their desperation to distance the king from the toxicity surrounding Prince Andrew, the palace have finally abandoned their previous nonsensical position that they don't speak for the senior royals. Here, sources equal the press office via the app to royal reporters. Yeah, that means their group chat. Yeah, it just, if it wouldn't even be a story, it wouldn't be a story if the tabloids did not make it a story. That's the whole twisted thing about most reports. We wouldn't even know about it unless there was some agenda being pushed. And because the agenda is to go after him, he could walk for Christmas and people would just look at him. They don't really care. I mean, I don't think he should be in public view, but it seems as though this was very important to him. And let's face it, Beatrice and Eugenie and those grandkids of his, they haven't done anything. They are literally um, turning their grandfather or their parent into a pariah. But here's the really sick, twisted part about it. It's a twofer. It is a twofer because Fergie out in the cold again. Now, that one, I didn't see that coming at all. Again, Duchess will miss Christmas at Sandringham because of Prince Andrew's spy row. After making it back on the guest list in 2023 for the first time in 30 years, they don't want either one of them. Why are they picking on Fergie? Now, listen, if Beatrice and Eugenie have any shred of courage, they should abandon Christmas and keep their children away. They should just abandon Christmas and keep their children away. If my mama and my daddy ain't welcome, fine. But that they have made a public spectacle of it, that is not cool. See, they could have taken them off the list and that would have been the end of it. But this is very public and very unnecessary. And for some reason, they have decided to target Fergie. Now, I say put up or shut up. Now, either they got something that they're not saying or they're just being petty. And enters Rebecca English. New humiliation over Chinese spy means Prince Andrew may never appear in public with royals again. They want both of them out of the picture. Both of them. Why Fergie is being targeted, I have no explanations. But she had only just gotten back into the good graces for Christmas. And now she's out. Make that make sense. That is very, very odd. Oh, really? Okay. Now, that doesn't surprise me. That doesn't surprise me. It is the timing. It is the timing of this that I think is odd. Oh, okay. Yeah, so the girls will be there with bells on. Well, I do believe that if the order comes out and they say that they have to be there, that they will be there. When it's an order, when it's mandated, they have to show up. That's very unfortunate, though. That's very unfortunate. I feel like if my entire family is not welcome, then I'm not welcome. I guess what stuns me, of course, is that this is so public. That this is so public and it is moving incredibly fast. So, what if I give them the benefit of the doubt, that institution, maybe there is something much bigger that they're trying to avoid? You know what I mean? Maybe their hands are tied. Maybe there is no way to avoid this confrontation. Well, Andrew did come up with the money out of nowhere. And let's recall too, where did Fergie get money to buy that townhouse? Remember, she just bought that new townhouse in Mayfair or wherever it was. So it seems like Fergie, all of a sudden, now she has been working a lot. She has been working a lot, but she ain't been working that much. So where is she getting money from all of a sudden? And they are prone to disaster. And they have always lived above their means. The Yorks have always lived above their means. I think that there's a certain level of entitlement that Andrew has, because he knows that there's a lot of money in that family. But I am really surprised that they have given Fergie the boot. They have literally knocked her back down to where she was before. And I feel sad for their girls. I really do. I feel sad for their girls. At the end of the day, Beatrice and Eugenie are part of that family, and none of them asked to be a part of that institution. It was just what they were born into. So, well, maybe something will come out later this week. Maybe they're not done yet. Let's see. This was yesterday. I'm trying to find that photo of Christmas where, and maybe Andrew is being sacrificed. Maybe they're sacrificing Andrew and Fergie to protect the rest of the family. I mean, I just think it's very cruel to do this at Christmas. I cannot get past the timing because they chased the Sussexes out of Frogmore. And as far as I know, there's nobody living there. So you're going to chase Andrew out of his place, the Royal Lodge, and then what? It's not like there's anybody moving into the place. Yeah, you're talking about a horse's mane, right? Got it. Well, hair. Well, they're making it sound like something even worse. Huh. Well, I guess when you're out, you're out. Really? Okay. Well, this is interesting. The Yorks are out and the Parker Bowles are in because Junior is going to show up. Tom Parker Bowles will be there. And there's also a great likelihood that his sister and her children will be there. I mean, why would you invite the son and not the daughter? So they have effectively gotten rid of Andrew and Fergie, and hopefully the York girls will have enough dignity to stay away. And they're going to bring the Parker Bowles children in and possible grandchildren. The Parker Bowles children and the grandchildren. I am just dumbfounded. They are kicking out. Now, listen, it's one thing to not have the ability to walk to church. They do not want them around at Christmas. As far as I know, I don't think they want Andrew and Sarah around at Christmas. But yet they're bringing that very bizarre looking son of Camilla into the fold. And the other thing, are the Welleses, are they going? Because I keep seeing stories that say they're going to have their own Christmas. They're going to do their own Christmas. So does that mean they're not going to Sandringham? Is the whole family at war? Is the whole family at war? Who's talking to each other? Who's talking to each other? This is strange. This is very strange. And I'm not saying that with sympathy. but in a kind of messy, shady way. Why is it Parker Bowles in and the Yorks are out? The Sussexes wasn't thinking about it in the first place. And that's the other thing that's kind of bizarre. How come they have kind of eased off of the whole Harry and Meghan are not invited this year? Usually they talk about it around the clock for an entire month. They talk about it on the GB News. They talk about it on the Talk TV. Everybody talks about it, right? And this year, they ain't talking about it. Isn't that strange? Now, listen, I don't want them to talk about it, but I'm just saying, I feel like there is rats in the cellar. Kate cannot wear when was the last time we saw tiaras and Kate in the same place? So Kate is prohibited from wearing tiaras. They gave the Lotus tiara to the Duchess of Edinburgh to wear. And everybody knows that Kate is the only one that's supposed to wear that tiara. And they gave it to the Duchess of Edinburgh to wear, Sophie. I feel like there's a war. I feel like there's a civil war in the family. Yep, that is right. Diana called her a Rottweiler. Once she gets a hold of something, she doesn't let it go. She doesn't let it go. Let me look at that again. Fergie out in the cold. Again, Duchess will miss Christmas at Sandringham because her Prince Andrew spy row, because of Prince Andrew spy row, after making it back onto the guest list in 20. Do you remember how she went stumping through there, smiling and waving at everybody? Remember that? And now they done took this girl off the list. They done took this girl off the list. Ah, Muriel, thank you so much for being here. Bonjour to you too. Let's see, Baron, don't forget that Sarah and the old Camilla don't get along. She even avoided Eugenie's wedding. Oh, I didn't know that. My. I did not know they didn't get along. You know, come to think of it, I don't think I've ever seen the two of them exchange words. You guys, this is getting so interesting. Well, thank goodness the Sussexes are 5,000 miles away. They didn't kicked her out of the Christmas. I cannot believe that. This girl has been kicked out of Christmas again. Wow. Oh, well, you know what? So, Beatrice and Eugenie, I can't wait to Christmas Day to see if they're part of it. They're going to want them there because they're going to want the numbers. So, you know, the Tyndalls will be there. You know that the Edinburghs will be there, Sophie and Edwina. And of course, the Phillips people, Princess Royale, Princess Anne, and what's his name? He'll be there. And then Camilla is probably going to do the Queen Elizabeth and show up in the State Bentley. So she's not going to walk. She's going to just go directly to the church. But what of the the Welleses. Surely, well, the Welleses will be there. They got to be there. They have to be there. They may not bother with the house because they do have Anne Mahal, which is right there on the estate, right? So they don't have to cram into the house. They have a house nearby. You know what? I was wondering about that whole Sussex invitation thing. Now, usually I just don't believe stuff that didn't come from the Sussexes. But, but, um, I wonder if the leaking of the invitation from someone in the palace, I'm sure, I wonder if that was to pressure them into going to Sandringham instead of going to the Sussexes, right? I don't know. I don't know. But of course, if her mama and her daddy ain't welcome to be there. Now, they said may never appear in public with royals again. So it doesn't mean that they won't appear in private. But it just seems like a very unnecessary public humiliation for both York parents. Unnecessary. A Chinese spy? That is just too easy. That is too easy. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Joyce Foss says everyone that needs to be there will be there. Okay. All right, you guys, this is getting to be very interesting. Well, that is it for today. Thank you all so much. Going to keep it short today. No 2 and 3 hours tonight. I love this image of the moon over the Great Pyramid. I would love for them to put the surface material back on the pyramid. They really should do that. Clad it in that white marble like it was supposed to be, and then put that gold capstone on it again. They really should do that. Good night, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. I wonder why I'm losing my voice. Isn't this a stunning image? I love this. I found this, I think, yesterday. Well, that is absolutely stunning. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Don't know who the model is. That is a beautiful image. Yes, if you're going to wear red, that is the way to do it. I'm losing my voice. I better get out of here. All right. Love you guys. Have a wonderful night. I'm going to go binge watch something, but it has been a pleasure. Thank you, moderators, especially for removing that negative comment that somebody wrote with that veiled threat. How ridiculous. And thank you to the members of Royal Sussex. I'm going to have to do a members only thing. Give me some ideas what we should do for members only. That would be a lot of fun, wouldn't it? Just something for members only. A members only live with calls. Yes, a members only live with calls. I got to think about that. Wouldn't that be cool? We can all let our hair down. Yeah. Okay. Good night.